My name is Hugh Goddard and I'm the director of the Alwaleed Centre for the Study of Islam in the Contemporary World in the University of Edinburgh. Not usually, and Christmas is of course a Christian festival, and there's no reason in a sense why a Muslim couldn't celebrate Christmas, because Jesus is regarded as a prophet in Islam, and the Quran, the Muslim scripture, affirms the miraculous conception and birth of Jesus, so a very obvious example of common ground between Christianity and Islam. But generally speaking, Muslims would not celebrate Christmas, though in minority contexts in the West, Muslims perhaps often join in celebrations in the same way that people who are agnostic or atheist, even if they're not Christian, they still join in because of the time of year at which it falls. There's a related question, of course, do Muslims celebrate the birthday of Muhammad? And some Muslims will do that, but others are rather more suspicious of that because they see that as suggesting perhaps some kind of veneration for Muhammad and very keen to avoid that. Two main festivals are the Eids, which is spelled ID or sometimes EID, and these come at the end of the month of Ramadan. The Muslim calendar is a lunar calendar, so it follows the lunar months rather than the solar year. And Ramadan is the 9th month of the Muslim calendar. It's the month of fasting. A pious Muslim will not eat or drink during that month between the hour of dawn and sunset. And that's obviously a process of physical denial, but very definitely for spiritual gain. The ideal of Ramadan is that by enjoying physical discipline, physical self-denial, there is spiritual gain. And as well as perhaps praying more conscientiously during the month of Ramadan, many Muslims will read the whole of the Quran over the course of the 28, 29 days of the month. And so it's also very definitely a period of spiritual devotion, spiritual focus. And at the end of that month, when normal life, as it were, resumes, there's one of the two great festivals of the Muslim calendar. It's the Eid al-Fitr, the feast of the breaking of the fast. And then about 10 weeks after that, there is the other feast, the Eid al-Adha, the feast of the sacrifice, which comes at the end of the pilgrimage to Mecca. And at that point, again, not just those who are participating actively in the pilgrimage, but Muslims all over the world will join in celebrating the conclusion of the annual pilgrimage.
Sci-fi, fantasy, historical, adventure, romance.